final countdown. The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, hello everyone. We're on now, right? Okay, we're on, we're very much on. So we're now here by 23rd Street. And it's Nowruz Day today. You know, it's the day of the Spring Equinox. Anyway, welcome back. This is Gil TV again. And today we're walking through special something bigger than New York City. Yes. Hello Gabby. Gabby05. Thomas. Hello Thomas John. I don't know how to pronounce Thomas June or Thomas John. Make a shout out to you. And to Lila S. Hello Lila. Okay, I hope my camera is setting good right now. Okay. So, I was telling about the something bigger than New York City, right? Because today, March 20th, 2026, is the Spring Equinox. I don't know if many of you is familiar with the Spring Equinox. Well, anyway, that means right now that at this very moment, the entire planet, see, the entire planet is in balance. That's the meaning of the Spring Equinox. The day and the night almost exactly equal during the springtime. So that's why it's called the Spring Equinox. Make a shout out to Charlie Chill. Hello there. And we have Cole, Thomas. Hello Thomas and Lila. Gabby05. Hello there. And also to Cole. Hello Cole. This is New York City right now. We're live, March 20, 2026. It is the Spring Equinox. So it means that at this very moment, the entire planet is in imbalance. You know, the day and night almost exactly equal. Well, not too much light, not too much darkness. You mean just balance. And honestly, if life had a reset button, this would be it. And we're starting here in the Flatiron District, one of the most iconic parts of Manhattan. See that building that in front of us? That's the Flatiron building. So it came from the word, from the appearance, I mean, that it looks like a flat iron. But actually, the name of this building is Fuller Building. And this one is not inhabited, or it's not being occupied by anything such as business or residence. It's not at all. It's bare. It is just there to preserve as historic landmark here in New York City. Well, we got history here, energy here, and today something even deeper, because right now here nearby there's a cultural celebration happening that connects New York City to thousands of years tradition. So, hello there, Lapat, Dad, and Leandro. Hello, Leandro. Hello, John. Okay. Okay, likewise, hello to Lila. Yes, Lila there. Pretty Shona. Hi, Pretty Shona. And Georgina. Ooh, Georgina. And Dark Passer. Dark Passer in the light. And One Mart. Also, mega shout out to Lepat Dat, our number one, what do you call that, viewer today. And Dark Passer, Vicenzo Giovanni Gilbert. Hey, Agostina Guzman. Hello there. Darius in the house as well. Joshua Mojica. Hello, Joshua, and hello to Lance. Hello to Sandra Artwork, to Roxanne, and to James Slower, 599. Likewise to Carmen Lungo and Mauro. Big shout out to all of you. Okay, we're gonna starting to walk right now here from the Flatiron building in front of me. Because we are by the Flatiron District right now. Okay, so hi Akina James, make a shout out to you. So let's start walking by crossing this street. That's the that iron building I was talking about. Now we're trying to locate where the market is. There's a market, Nowruz Market here. I hope we could find it, so we can walk now. There's supposed to be a market, a Nowruz market around. I hope it's not canceled. Beautiful spring flowers in there. Okay, you know I'm talking about 1,000 years of tradition, and we're talking about Nowruz here. Nowruz, Nowruz. Maybe not everyone of you is familiar with that. It is the Persian New Year, the Iranian New Year. The old name of Iran is Persia, because it's 1,000 years of tradition. So let's go by the name Persian New Year. So today's walk isn't just a walk. It's a science, it's a culture, and it's history. and it's human connection, all happening in real time. Okay, let me balance my camera. Yes, I was talking about culture and history and human connection, all happening in real time here. Because, well, let's talk about the weather for a second. And right now, we're sitting at about 57 degrees Fahrenheit, around 14 Celsius. Well, cloudy skies, a little cool, but honestly, this is a perfect walking weather. You know, not sweating, not freezing, and just comfortable. And a little cinematic too, because cloudy in NYC just hits different, you know? It gives everything that soft, moody vibe, like the city's telling a story. Let's go back to the flowers bloom. The flower bloom. There you go. There you go. So this area is called the Flatiron Nomad. See that? Nomad means north of Madison Park. Yes. And the distinct building here, the landmark is the Flatiron building. So let's look for the market. They supposedly have the Nowruz market around. I'm trying to look around for the Nowruz market. Maybe it's inside the park or on the other side. Let's look around. So, as we walk and look around, let me discuss to you about the special day today. And you know, New York is cinematic right now because cloudy just hit different here in New York City. It gives everything that soft, moody vibe, you know, like the city's telling a story. And now here's something wild. Maybe the market's on the opposite side. Let's check about that. It could be on the other side. Or if not, then we'll go inside the park. You know, while we're walking here in Manhattan, people all over the world are celebrating this same moment. Well, in Japan, today is called the ShunbunNoHi. Okay, ShunbunNoHi means it is a national holiday, na? ShunbunNoHi. Let me write that down here in the comment. ShunbunNoHi da mo ne. There you go. That ShunbunNoHi. Okay. Let me find out here. Okay, let's cross. And look at the opposite side. There's a special public art display here. We'll see what it's called while we're looking for that Nowruz market. Sige lang po. Sige lang. Sige lang.
Baba, you come here.
There you go. Okay. So you know, in Japan we call this the Shunbun-no-hi. It is a national holiday today in Japan. It is a big deal, celebrated countrywide. So here what we saw about this public display, art display, Chasing Rainbows by Charlotte Colbert, curated by New Public. Okay, this is going to be showing from March 10 to May 27 here at the South Plaza at Flatiron. Okay, let's go around. Hello, Pink Olivia. That color was pink, just like your color, Pink Olivia. Hello, HCS Chemicals. Big shout out to you. Mega shout out also to Elma Carter, to Real Baby. Hey, Real Baby, Beverly Rayburn. Okay, so that's the title of the artwork. You can see me from the reflection, right? See, that's me in the reflection. So make a shout out to Beverly Rayburn, Kier Sanders, Lance. Make a shout out to KH 2023, to Sankanda, also to HTS Chemicals and Machinery, and Salvador Cabrera. Hi there. Likewise to you, JH and Connie in the Little Rock. Okay, and make a shout out to Salah Ahmad and Eleanor's. Okay, let's continue looking for the market. I don't think the market is present right now. So we only have a beer and wine, coffee stall in here. I don't see any market. Thank you very much for following, Beverly Rayburn. So we have a new follower, Beverly Rayburn. Thank you very much. Likewise to user 123456. That's a long number. Thank you very much for following. And also thank you for liking. That's from user 123456. Hello, Salah Ahmad. And likewise to the Tuwak Gajajmad. Oh, hope I pronounced that correctly. Forhad Khan. And hello to Agassi Jivornjon and Prince Adebisi. Wow, we have a prince in the house. Hello to Maki Vlog and Sajid. Hello, Sajid. Thank you for joining, Victor. Okay, make a shout out to Luz M, Sandankan and Prince Adebisi, and to KH and Kier Sanders, to Lance, Beverly Rayburn. Thank you for following. Salama, thank you very much. Connie in Little Rock and JH. I love this work of art in here by the Beer Wine Store Coffee Shop. Okay, so that's a public art display. The title is Dream Band Sirens. That's the Dream Band Sirens, and it's gonna be showing here until May, for the month of May. Okay, so we'll continue walking around and look for that market, the Nowruz market. They should be here, or maybe it wasn't proceeded. Anyway, in Japan, it is celebrated, you know, the Spring Equinox. It is celebrated by the families visit the graves and honor their ancestors, and then reflect on life. Well, it's quiet, respectful, and intentional. We're trying to cross on 23rd Street, going to Madison Park. Try to see if the Nowruz market is in there. Once again, I want you to take a look at the Flatiron building up there.
But it wasn't connected. It was kind of a non-event.
So in Japan, we celebrate it by visiting the graves of the families, you know, the ancestors are honored, and we reflect on life. And this celebration is intentional, it's respectful, and it's quiet. There's no big festivity. Wow, that's a hard one. Whew. Shit. Everybody heard that? Sorry. It's funny. Anyway, hi Clinton. Clinton September. Or that's September? I hope so. And also hi to Tangu and Ozyme. Hello Liz. Felipe Martin and Khurshid, and to Yuna. Hello Yuna. Okay, let's try to look for that Nowruz market that we have read. Anyway, I'm gonna showcase first here the statue of William Seward, Governor, U.S. Senator, and the Secretary of State. Okay, I don't see any signs of any ongoing bazaar market here in the area. I think it did not push through then. Anyway, so let's continue going around Madison Park. This is the Madison Square Park. Okay, so while in Japan that it's celebrated quietly, respectfully, and intentionally, in Persian culture, this same moment explodes into celebration that is called Nowruz. You know, and there's music, food, color, energy, family. Two different vibes, same meaning. It means balance, renewal, and a fresh start. And that's what I want to ask you guys right now on the chat. You know, if you could reset one thing in your life starting today, what would it be? Write down there in the comment. Write something there. What you could reset one thing in your life starting today. Oh, the Flatiron building is beautiful from here. Although there's scaffolding and nets covering the facade of the building, no, you will not truly fully appreciate the shape because of the presence of scaffoldings. Anyway, so we can also clearly see the Empire State Building from here. See that one there? And there's a new building rising up that had partially covering the Empire State Building by the south side. Hola Israel Morales, mega shout out to you, saludos. Israel is watching right now at the YouTube channel. So to mind you, this is simultaneous streaming on YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok at the same time. Also on Twitch at the same time. If you happen to have a Twitch account, you're welcome to join. Mega shout out to Reina. Israel Morales, thanks for coming. Israel's always our viewer. From Al Samari. Oh, I thought it's Al Samari. Anyway, this is a guided Spring Equinox walk in NYC discussing cultural celebration. Okay, so that's the Empire State Building I just focused on. So we're inside the Madison Square Park. Okay, so I can see that they're doing something here for the next celebration. I think that's this coming Saturday or Sunday. They're putting up the stage in here. I guess so. I think that's the stage they're putting up. But anyway, there's some sort of celebration tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday. You know, at the advent of the coming of spring, there's always a lot of celebrations happening around the city. And one of those is the Nowruz that I told you. There's supposedly be a Nowruz market around the area, but unfortunately we did not catch that. Maybe it was postponed or something, or maybe we got a wrong information. This is a new installation here. Before, I haven't seen this before. Let us read what is in there. Loan is closed, no pets allowed. Larry Bell. Improvisation in the Pacific Red too. Okay. The name of this art, let me focus that first. So that's the artwork there. The red there. And if you can see from the letters down there, it says Pacific Red 2, 2017. It says that this piece presents a gradient of light to dark red glass through a series of angled open face panels. Okay, that's Larry Bell. So that's another public art display here in Madison Square Park. So let's see the front side. Hello Java and Dempsey One Air, also to Karen. Make a shout out to Karen, Ibra Fall, Shimon Shishan, and she, also Silvana Menezes and Ishwani. Make a shout out to all of you. Salah, make a shout out to you, Salah. Sarah, okay, Sarah. Sarah, oh Sarah, you wave at Sarah. Salazara, hello Zara. Zara-san, konnichiwa. Konnichiwa, Zara-san. Thank you for joining. And Kabdi, hey, hey, hey. And James Jacobs liked our live streaming. Sankanda, Mike Reason, Beverly Raven, Lance, and Care Sanders, thanks for staying. So this is a piece of public art display in here.
Tu mamita estaba bañándose en el canal, ahí se lo comen.
So unfortunately, I don't see any signs of bazaar or market celebration. Let's keep walking inside Madison Square Park. So anyway, again, I was asking if ever if you could reset one thing in your life starting today, what would it be? Well, not next week, not someday, but today, right away. Today, today during the Spring Equinox, wherein there's balance in the planet, in the world. There's balance between day and night. And we'll drop it in the chat, okay? All right, we're gonna move forward, and we can already feel the flat iron energy picking up in here. You know, I was thinking that we could be getting closer to Nowruz Bazaar, but there's no sign that I don't see any sign that we're gonna see that. And well, trust me, this is where things come alive, if ever that there's one.
I don't know. I would have shoved feces or whatever. Take a shit on somewhere. I don't know. Okay.
There's 23rd, 24th, and 25th. It could be located in the 25th, right? So let's try 25th. But first, let's watch the dogs. Let's watch the dogs playing. There's a dog sanctuary here. So this area is for large dogs. Hello dog, keep on barking. I need your sound. Look at these dogs, beautiful. Okay, let's continue walking. I've just shown you the dog run here. It's enclosed. Look at that dog. Ow, ow, ow. Ow, ow, ow.
Pick your nose.
Okay, I have the feeling that the market I was talking about is not located in this area. I think it's by 25th Street. So we're gonna continue walking there.
I think that's why I put that area.
Look at the sun. And there's no wind, zero wind. That's why it doesn't feel cooler. It's just enough coldness, enough warmth. So perfect weather for a walk. Vittorio Veneto, Champagne Mary.
Cuando yo me muera, dejo de perseguir a ese hijueputa, porque ese hijueputa me traicionó a mí.
Just to our heroes, an eternal light, an inspiration, and a promise of enduring peace. Oh, so that is dedicated to our heroes. And that's the flag up there. So if you can see, it doesn't move because there's no wind to cause it moving. A perfect weather for our walk today. Unlike in the past days, we did not go live because of the wind and the coldness.
Once I brought up the other people, she stopped responding. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
And then in my head.
Still go this way.
And look at the bike, it's not stopping. Where's the 25th Street? Let's go to 25th Street. Maybe they're there. I see some sidewalk stores in here. I'm sure they're not that one because these are the informal vendors around the area. Ooh, look at the design, beautiful. Bracelets 3 for $10. It's beautiful. It's handcrafted. Italia, Cuba, Mexico. It could be from Mexico, Rome. Beautiful, look at that. It's beautiful. See? And for the bracelet, if you want, you can buy it for $10 or $5 each. If you just want one piece, you can buy for souvenirs, bring it back to your country. I think most of them are made in Mexico, Ecuador, or hace en Ecuador. Beautiful. Those are handcrafted work of arts made of what do you call that? Beads? Maybe that beads, right? Gracias. Gracias. Y con metal, oro. Underneath is a subway here. This is the subway grid. You can hear the train running through. So there's no market. I don't see any market in here. Oh, there's an old church there. Let's check the old church. Heritage Hotel and the old church. I haven't noticed this old church before. So we're walking back. We are walking northward towards the library. And before we reach the library, we do some segues here. Like this is 25th Street. And I would like to see this church first. The Heritage Hotel in here, New York. This is the Heritage Hotel. Look at that architecture. So what we're after is actually this church here in front of us. Hey, hola Sukursnov. Make a shout out to you, Sukursnov. We are in New York City right now. This is 25th Street in Midtown Manhattan. Okay, so I think this church is being renovated because look at the entrance. This is the Serbian Orthodox Cathedral here, and it is under renovation because the stained glass, you know, the rose window stained glass is being renovated, and the entrance likewise is not a typical entrance. So everything is renovated, and the windows, look at that. So this is the Serbian Orthodox Cathedral. Okay, Sunday liturgy office is on. Oh, Saint Saban NYC. Saint Saba. Oh, the name is Saint Saba. Saint Saba. So their patron saint is Saint Saba of New York City. Okay. Okay. Saint Sava. Okay, let's go continue. And there's the busts there of a priest, Bishop Nikolai. That's Bishop Nikolai. Okay, so that's one of the landmarks here. Remember so everything is being renovated. What is this? This is a pizza place. Interesting. Is it a restaurant? Sunday morning. What do they serve? They serve nothing. Oh, they serve nothing. Nothing in there. Sunday morning, NYC cinnamon roll. Anyway, it says Sunday morning, NYC cinnamon roll. Hello there.
Hi.
So that's a restaurant there.
Tomorrow 10 a.m.
Tomorrow 10 a.m. you open? Okay, thank you. Tomorrow 10 a.m. they're gonna be opening. Al Antico Viejo. Oh, this is a pizza place there. Come la fuma el Antico Viejo here in Nomad. So there's no sign of the Nowruz market, as we gathered the information is actually maybe not correct, or is it postponed. So what we do is let's go walk north of Broadway. We can also walk north towards north via 5th Avenue, but it's more interesting to walk via Broadway because there's a lot of things, a lot of restaurants we can see along the way. So let's do that here, walk along Broadway. And when we do that, we're gonna walk here in the middle. Anyway, Broadway is closed. This area of Broadway is not open to the traffic. So it's open for the pedestrian and to bikes, like the bike lane here on your right. You see that? That's the bike lane on the right. So it's close to traffic, so we can walk in the middle. Mega shout out to Nacion NYC. Hola Nacion. And to Good Buddy, Good Bunny and Lance. So we're gonna walk from 25th Street. From 25th Street, Broadway. I'll show you the landmark. That is the street sign there, Broadway and 25th Street. Okay, so we're gonna walk northward. I'm facing north right now, and we're gonna walk northward. Okay, let's start now. Big shout out to Sukushnikov. Thank you, Sukushnikov. Tongue twisting to me, sorry. Oh, memories of New York. There's a memorabilia shop here. Memories of New York. So we continue walking north again, as I promised. I always giving you a segue, right? And anyway, I'm walking the middle of Broadway Street because it is close to traffic and only to foot traffic, and also by bike lane. There's a Wagamama Pan Asian restaurant, one of the fusion restaurants here in New York. They also have another branch there in 2nd Avenue. Hello. La Pecora Bianca. So we got a lot of restaurants in the area. Rizzoli, La Pioca Branca, hello. And look at that, this is St. James Building. Let us see the St. James Building. How beautiful it is, an old building. Look at that, the architecture. Look at the architecture. Come on, Sava. Okay, beautiful, eh? That you can screenshot or screen record. Look at that. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Hola, Eagle 999 Tokyo じゃないでしょう。こちらはニューヨークシティです。東京ではないです。Hello, Eagle 911. Thanks for coming. This is New York City, not Tokyo. This is Broadway Street by Nomad, the north of Madison Square. We call this the Flatiron District.
Niye kayak dok?
Okay, so I have a shop here that I frequently go. That is where I normally get my cologne. This shop in here. So let's do a segue on this shop. I'll just buy my cologne. Okay, bear with me for that. So that there is the Fifth Avenue. Hello there. How are you? Good.
Take a picture, take a picture.
Yes, I always take your picture there in Times Square.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, good job.
Thank you. Have a good one.
Have a good one.
Next
Thank
time,
you.
I'll see you next time. Take my picture.
Yes, thank you,
No
bro.
war, no war. We don't need the war. Insane, crazy.
Yes, it's great.
Thank you,
bro.
brother. Thank you, thank
See you
you.
around,
Peace.
okay?
Okay,
Peace
see
be
you
with
around.
us. Stop the war. Thank you. So I often see him by the Times Square every time he's there. Okay, this is the shop I was telling you. I'm gonna do a segue because this is called the Manhattan. Oh, they're closed. Oh, we are open. Where are you open? You're closed right now. I know now why they're closed because it is the end of, it's Eid. Yes, it's Eid today. That's why they're closed. I didn't realize. It's Eid today. Wow. There must be a lot of Eid celebration everywhere. So later on after this, we're gonna go live again for the Eid celebration. I'm gonna look for somewhere that we could see the Eid celebration for today. So look, today is worldwide. It's a big day worldwide. In Japan, it is a national holiday, you know, for the Shunbun, and in Persia, it is the Persian New Year. In Islamic belief, it is the Eid today, you know. So today is the equinox, the spring equinox. It means the day and night, the light and darkness pass the same amount or the same period. Same amount of darkness, same amount of light that is ongoing on the planet today. So that's a significant day for today. So what we do is, you know, this is just a short walk, but very significant. Yeah, and very significant. So we weren't able to catch the Nowruz Bazaar market, but we were able to see a lot around the area as well. And as we walk, we're celebrating the worldwide significance of this day, you know. So you know that there are 7 symbolic items, each representing something meaningful, you know. For today's occasion, it is the growth, the love, the strength. If you can notice, most of the shops here are closed right now because it is Eid. We have that Eid. There's a shop here open, but I forgot the name of my cologne. I always point it, but I forgot the name of my cologne. Okay. So next time, maybe not now. We're gonna do that. So I was talking about the 7 symbolic items. You know, one is growth, love, strength, and renewal, and they're not decorations. They're storytelling. I don't know what should I call those items. But anyway, look at the meaning behind each item. You know, the item I was referring was, you know, I cannot show you because we don't have item. Only if we were by the Nowruz market, there are items in there I cannot explain because it's not the same item that we see regularly here in US. They're cultural. Anyway, also they got food, you know. Food is always important. It's always part of the festivity. Food is always part of festivity. You know, the Persian sweets, traditional dishes, this is where culture becomes experience. And because, let's be real, you understand a culture better when you taste it, right? Well, you might hear music, maybe even live performances, and this is the moment in your live stream, in our live stream, where we slow down. We don't rush, you know, and I let you feel it. So I hope I can show you the Nowruz engagement moment, but no, we cannot. Anyway, we're just walking around the Broadway Street, and you know, people rushing, tourists stopping, and there's a long line here. What is that long line for? It's ambassador. It says ambassador. Okay, let me cross. Ambassador's Clubhouse. Ooh, it's a clubhouse and there's a line. Ambassador Clubhouse. It looks like an Indian type of ambiance in here. See, it looks like Indian ambiance. I'm not familiar with this place, but there's a long line anyway. See, and let's continue walking. We're heading towards the next street is the Koreatown. Anyway, here's something I want to say out loud for today's occasion. You know, right now somewhere on Earth, the sun is setting and somewhere else it's rising. And for this brief moment, everything is equal. That's not just astronomy, but that's perspective. Anyway, I have a question. Do you prefer sunrise or sunset? Write down in the comment. Sunrise or sunsets? Well, type sunrise and type sunset for sunset. So let's see where the energy is today. Okay, so they're putting up a scaffolding here. Maybe they're doing some renovations. This is a relatively a new building. It was opened in 2022 after the pandemic. And now they're renovating it. I don't know what they're going to do, but anyway, this is one of the famous ice cream houses here that mix you. I think that's a Chinese ice cream with a lot of flavors, and it's not expensive. You also have to queue online before you can be served. Okay, here in New York, when it's trending, people come and taste. It could be a wonderful taste. That's why they keep coming back. So now I'm gonna show you Koreatown. This is Koreatown now, and now it's gonna be full of scaffolding soon, as they're starting to prepare for the scaffolding. Anyway, this is the Koreatown. It's just 1 block away along 32nd Street. And that's the Penn Station right on the opposite. Heather Jones, Chelsea the Blue Star, and Zombie. We're gonna continue walking along Broadway. It's still Broadway right now. Some parts of Broadway is open to the motorized vehicle traffic, but mostly are by open by foot traffic. No, we're gonna approach the New York Public Library, but before we reach there, we're gonna continue walking along Broadway, and then we turn to 6th. Oh yeah, 6th Avenue. We're gonna turn to 6th Avenue and then proceed to the library. I think that's a better. We can catch a lot of beautiful view, interesting places, interesting history, rather than just walking along Fifth Avenue all throughout, which is mostly our business buildings. Yes, mostly our business building that I cannot show you much then. But anyway, we're approaching the New York, and we're gonna see the public library, the architecture, and those steps, those lions, and the presence, you know, that presence. So for the meantime, I'm gonna walk and show you where we're walking. So I'm gonna raise up my cameras up and enjoy the view.
Yo, what's the score? Pretty much, I know something like this.
So you heard that bell, right? This bell rings every hour. So it bells according to the number of hours. It bells the number of bells. Like what happened today. Now, I mean, for 5 times, it means that it is 5 o'clock. Yes, it is 5 o'clock. That's the significance of that. But anyway, so we're gonna walk from here. This is the Herald Square. Gonna walk to the New York Public Library. And hello RM Dad, hello Mariah Samson, thanks for coming. So we're gonna walk from here, Herald Square, to the public library, okay? So we're gonna do that right now. Now we're taking a beautiful walk through the heart of Manhattan, starting right here in Herald Square and making our way north along 6th Avenue all the way to the iconic New York Public Library on 5th Avenue. So, and today this isn't just any walk, but it's March 20, you know, the Spring Equinox. That are moments when the earth finds balance, as I've told you. What happened? So we cannot cross then we continue walking along here. That's the Herald Square. Anyway, so we're talking about the earth finds balance, right? Day and night almost perfectly equal. The light and darkness in harmony. Yeah, and somehow right here in New York City, you can actually feel it. And as we started there from Herald Square, right by Macy's, one of the most historic department stores in the world. And that place is almost alive, you know, the cars, the people, lights, movement. It never really stops. But today there's something different. There's a calmness underneath the chaos. And maybe it's the weather, you know, cool, cloudy, around 57 degrees.
10:30 p.m. in sweatpants and slippers.
And just enough chill to wake you up, but enough to slow you down. That's also a balance, you know? This is what I call the perfect walking weather, because there's a perfect balance for today. I hope your minds are in perfect balance as well. Well, now let's take a look around, you know. We've got the Broadway cutting diagonally through the grid. You've got the 34th Street buzzing with energy. And right there, this is where tourists and locals collide. You know, some people are here for the first time, and others, they've walked this route 100 times. And today we're joining both worlds. Yes, and let's start moving along. We're moving north along 6th Avenue. This is my not my favorite, but sometimes when I go hungry and want a affordable sushi, I go to that place. The price there is affordable. Though when it comes to sushi, I would rather go to sushi houses that are excellent in quality and tastes. Anyway, so we're still walking along 6th Avenue right now. Okay, let me raise up my camera. Raise up my camera. You raise me up, and as I climb the mountain, you raise me up upon the open sea. That's another song. Make a shout out to Mariah Samson, to Vanessa Baronella. Hello NYC and Camarillo. From Camarillo, California. Vanessa is in California, Camarillo. Water in California. I thought Vanessa is in Portland, Oregon right now. So California. So she's going places anyway. It means she's a living animal. Going places. Very what call this? Movable. Anyway, you know this is the 6th Avenue, no? Also known as the Avenue of the Americas. Well, a name that sounds grand, but most New Yorkers will still just call it 6th, and that's it. Well, as we walk, notice the energy shifts block by block. That's the magic of Manhattan, and every few steps, I mean, it's a different story. Now here's something to think about as we walk. Well, right now, somewhere in the planet, the sun is just rising. I'm trying to connect my Bluetooth here on my TikTok. I hope it would go. Yes, okay, it's connected. Sorry for that. Let's go continue walking. Anyway, so we're talking about equality, balance, and the equinox. As I've told you, somewhere in the planet, the sun is rising, and somewhere else, it is setting. Right now, on our side, it is setting. On the east side, it is rising. And for this brief moment, everything is balanced, you know? Not leaning towards light, not leaning towards darkness, just equal. Unlike during winter, wherein there's more darkness than light. Now, let me ask you guys in the chat. Do you feel like your life is balanced right now? Do you feel like that? Or are you leaning too much on one direction? The work, the stress, and distractions. Be honest, okay? Drop it in the chat. I will highly appreciate that. Anyway, we're passing storefronts now, retail, tech shops, little food spots. They tucked into corners. You'll notice the rhythm of New York. And you know, fast walkers, slow walkers, people glued to their phones.
We have a lecture to go tomorrow. That's what you're saying.
And others just taking it all in at the same time. And then there's us. Yes, don't forget about us. We're not rushing. We're observing. And look up for a second. You see how the buildings frame the sky? Well, that narrow strip of clouds above us is almost looks painted. The soft gray tones, the little diffuse light. Well, honestly, it feels cinematic to me. Like the city decided to turn down the brightness just enough for today. Well, now as we continue, that smoke getting into my face. Well, as we continue north, you might start to feel that the city open up a little. The density shifts.
Hello.
You know, the sidewalks breathe as well, but it's a little cloudy now right here. And the energy becomes just a bit more intentional. And here's something I always think about when walking in New York. You know, millions of people have walked these same blocks, different lives, different stories, different dreams. And today you're adding your footsteps to that history, you know? Well, let's get a quick check-in. Where are you watching from right now? Well, drop your city or country. I want to see how global this walk is today. Since the spring equinox is global in nature, I would ask you the same global question. So can you write down there in the comment where you're watching right now? Okay. Now we're approaching 40th Street. We're now on 40th Street. You know, the stretch of 6th Avenue is one of those transitional zones, you know. We left behind the retail heavy chaos and slowly moving into something more classic. Let's step inside the Bryant Park. It's more timeless, and let's talk about the season for the second. Because even though it doesn't fully feel like spring yet, it is spring actually. And as of today, spring in New York doesn't arrive all at once. It sneaks in, and first through longer daylight, then through subtle warmth, then one day you notice trees blooming and people smiling more, and
Right? Like forgive me, I don't
suddenly
even respond.
the city feels alive in a different way. They're starting their new game in here, the snuffle. They call this the snuffle board. That game there. Let us check what the snuffle board is. They're starting to reopen this. This was closed during the winter to give way to the winter village. Anyway, this is called the snuffle board. See that? Yeah. So this snuffle board is open from April to October, from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. Well, weather permitting, yeah, everyone is welcome here. So they have the can, the cue, and the disc or the biscuit. It's either you say cue or disc or tang and biscuit. Those are the gadgets you must use to be able to play the shuffleboard. And it's free. Well, no, I want to say something global again, because while we're walking here, in Japan today is Shunbun, Shunbunnohi. That's what we call in Japan, Shunbunnohi. Let me write down there in the comment, Shunbunnohi. And okay, I'm gonna write down in Japanese and Korean as well. Okay, that's Korean and Japanese for you. There you go. The first one is Korean, the other one is Japanese for our Korean viewers. Okay, the Shunbun-nohi, it is a national holiday today in Japan, no working day. You know, people visit their ancestors, they reflect on life, they reconnect with nature. It is quiet, peaceful, and grounded. On the other side, in Persian culture, today marks the Nowruz, the New Year. That's the Persian New Year. You know, it's celebration, food, music, renewal, and energy. You know, two completely different expressions, but the same core idea. You know, honor the past, embrace the present, and you know, step into something new. And honestly, that's what this walk feels like, a transition. Yes. And you start to feel something else here in Bryant's Park, you know. The buildings open up, the lights shift, and suddenly we got a space. Here is space here in Bryant's Park, you know. One of the most loved green spaces in Manhattan, actually. Well, take a moment here. You've got people sitting, see, some walking, maybe grabbing coffee, or maybe just pausing. Even in cooler weather, this park has light. You know, because in New York, people don't wait for perfect conditions, but people they show up anyway, anyhow. Okay, let me ask you something. Would you sit here right now with a coffee? Yes or no? Okay, make a shout out to you, Vector Taro. Make a shout out also to our newcomer user number, blah, blah, blah. And Mariah shared the live. Thank you very much, Mariah.
No, è bello che arrivi qui.
Well, Vector Taro reposted this live. Thank you very much, Vector Taro. And Samim Sanja. Hello, Samim Sanja. And Munasi72, a new follower. Munasi. Thank you very much, Munasi. Where are you watching from? And Le Chat Noir. We have a new follower by the name Le Chat Noir. Thank you very much, Le Chat Noir. You could be from France. And another follower, Tai Tai Stories. Thank you very much, Tai Tai Stories. Likewise with Zam Zam Hotel in Narok Town. Thank you very much for following. We do this every day, almost every day, but in the last 4 days we did not because of the bad weather, cold, and there was a uh, what's called that, advisory. Also, likewise to Aldo99, thank you for following. Likewise with Dennis Money, thank you for that. Hey, Nacion NYC, watch for Nacion Alternativa on YouTube and Nacion NYC here in TikTok. Says you're the best live streamer in the town. Thank you very much, Nacion. Another follower, the name is Heidi. I am at the Amtrak on my way to an adventure. Wow! You did not invite me, Nation, to your adventure. You're just making surprises.
Is he there too?
Are you going inside the hotel? No, I'm not. Hola, hola, Nación Alternativa, Nación NYC. Sorry, Nación, it's only now that I've read the messages when I stopped here in Bryant Park. We have a new follower, Melayo Minang. Hello, Melayo Minang. I presume that Melayo Minang is from Indonesia or Malaysia. Could be. I just assume. Hi, Sinam. This is New York City in the United States of America. And Charlie Sin like the live check. Thank you, Charlie Seal. Okay. I hope I read the messages right now. Please bear with me because I cannot read while I talk and walk. I cannot read while I walk. That's what I mean. Because better to be safe than sorry. Thank you very much, everyone. And don't worry, be happy. Just follow us. That's our new follower. Thank you very much to you. Okay. This is a guided walk around Madison, around the Bryant Park right now, okay? On the Spring Equinox. Hi, Augustine and Harun Takolia. Thank you very much, Harun. And Tapello and Shahed. Happy Nowruz. Happy Eid to everyone. Happy Spring Equinox to everyone. And there's also a Hindu celebration started yesterday. I think they're gonna have a 7 day fasting. I'm not sure about what you call that celebration. Let me find out in my calendar. They have a celebration too, you know. Okay. Okay, I'm checking my calendar right now. I'm gonna tell you what is that. Okay, this is gonna be the whole day. They're gonna fast because my Hindu friend said that she must be fasting starting Wednesday. Yeah, starting Wednesday. Yeah. So yeah, they have the celebration for the Ugadi or Gudi Padwa. That's the Hindu New Year. Okay. So Hindu also celebrating New Year alongside with Nowruz and alongside with the Islam. But the Hindu they started March 19, 2026. That's a big one this week actually, and marks the Hindu New Year in many parts of India and West Indies as well, like Guyana. It symbolizes new beginnings, prosperity, and renewal. The same for everyone. Beginnings, prosperity, and renewal, regardless of your belief, your religion, your geographical location. Spring is spring, whatever your belief is. And homes are, in Hindu, homes are clean, decorated, and special foods are prepared. So it officially begins the month of Chaitra. They call it the month of Chaitra, the first month in the Hindu calendar. So it's the New Year today. Chaitra Navratri begins November 19. Well, a 9 day spiritual festival. Yes, it's 9 days and dedicated to the goddess Durga and her forms. That includes fasting, prayers, and devotion. It ends in Navratri, March 26 to 27. And, this spiritual reset period, everything resets during the spring equinox. It's very aligned with the equinox energy, actually. Okay, that's our Hindu side. So everybody's celebrating today, special day. Okay, so we're here right now at Bryant's Park, and towards the public library, okay? The New York Public Library, in which case, right behind Bryant's Park, that you see that building there, that's a public library. But we're going to walk on the side so we can see the, the facade, the front of the library. Okay, Vanessa says, hello NYC from Camarillo. No, heading Santa Maria. Okay, Vanessa is heading to Santa Maria, California. And Mama Carmen, oh my God, I'm sad to hear that. So Venetia's third mom has passed away. She has been sick for long years, and finally she finds her peace. No more age, no more pain. May your soul rest in peace, Mama Carmen. Thank you, Venetia. Extend my regards to the family, to Mama Carmen family, to the Guido family. So this is the back of the library I'm talking about. So we're gonna walk on the side to show you the front of the library because it's a very interesting architecture in there. Okay. So as we walk, I'm gonna lift my camera again, lift it up, and I'm gonna talk. I will not read your. I'm not going to read your comments. Allow me to walk safely. Okay. Thank you very much. Okay. Let's exit out in this part from this part. As I told you, that's just behind the Bryant Park, and we're gonna go on the right side by 42nd Street. You know that grand unmistakable structure. They're gonna show you. There's another game in here, a public game. Let me check what it's called. Petanque. Oh, petanque. It's called petanque. Let's see what they're doing. There are balls in here, metal balls, and they throw. Let us see what they're doing. Oh, they have a circle. They got a circle, and they're in the circle. They're gonna throw the ball. Look at that. Okay, the ball is thrown. They count their steps. Okay. The next ball thrower. So this is a small plastic ball, and the next gonna throw a metal ball. Okay, let's watch what they do. Let's go on the other side so we can see them clearly. Okay, look at that. Oh, ooh, it hit the ball. So I think they're gonna hit the ball. They must hit the ball, I guess. They're checking something. They're checking something. Oh, I'm running out of battery right now. I need to recharge, man. So let me pull out my battery pack. Bear with me. Let me pull out my battery pack. For the meantime, I'm gonna focus the lens towards the players, okay? And get our battery pack.
And they're bringing back the chess. Like chess.
Sometimes they have like a little theater on the top. No, le cocher, il allait pas partir.
Okay, so thank you for bearing with me. I just add that to my power bank. Okay. Let me make a shout out to Sama, to David Love, to Jones, and to Jonas, or Jones, I mean, and JJ52, to Rohit Chodhari, and also to Rudy Fresh 60, to Princess and Kalaba. Princess and Labat. Oh, they're measuring it. There's some measurement in there. Oh, it concerns measurement as well. They're trying to measure it. Okay, that's a new game to me. If anyone familiar with this game, write down there in the comment. So we continue along 42nd Street. We walk. So which one? I prefer to walk here. Okay, we walk along 42nd, not inside the park, but on the side street, on the sidewalk. Okay, let me continue. Let me raise my camera up again. Okay, camera is up. Walk is continued. You know, the New York Public Library are gonna discuss this, but don't rush it, okay? We're going to build this moment because this building deserves it, you know? Well, as we walk closer, notice the details. The architecture. Okay. Okay, we're closer and closer. My camera. My camera. My camera. I hope that's closer enough. Okay, there you go. There you go. You know, look at the symmetry, the presence This architecture, this marvel of architecture. You know that this building isn't just a library. This is a symbol, actually. Yes, a symbol of knowledge, of history, of stories. And those two lions that we're going to see right out in the front, they are patience and fortitude, and that's what they represent. And honestly, that's very New York, because if you ever lived here or even visited long enough, the city will test you, but it will always shape you, also shape you. Ah. I think we need to walk fast because I'm running out of battery on my other camera as well, and we can just connect the power bank to one camera, and both of them are draining low right now. Before that, I'm gonna show you the Chrysler building out there, the beauty of Chrysler building. That is. Okay, so let's continue walking by the library side. As I was saying, that NYPL is a place of knowledge, a place of history, and a place of stories. And here's the truth, the equinox isn't just happening out there, it's happening in you.
These are the lines that protect the library.
Because life is always pulling you between light and dark, between chaos and clarity, between who you are or who you were and who you're becoming. So this is the fortitude. Lion fortitude is in here on the right, and lion patience is on the left side. Okay. Well, take a moment. And so the patience and the fortitude lion I introduced to you, that's what they represented. Okay? Well, as we are approaching the steps up now,
I want to take a picture. Here.
this is where people gather. Take pictures, take photographs, they gather. The famous steps. This is where tourists, students, and creators, everyone ends up here at some point.
Don't get too far. I don't think we're really allowed to climb that line. Just stay right there.
And this is where everything connects. Well, let me say this clearly. Today, we walked from Herald Square to the rhythm of 6th Avenue, from Broadway, 23rd, and under the sky that held perfect balance and arrived here, well, at a place that represents knowledge, growth, and history. Well, that's not just a walk, that's a journey actually. And because the truth is, the spring equinox isn't just happening in the sky, it's happening in you. And that moment where you pause and ask, am I where I want to be? Or am I growing? Or am I stuck? Or am I stepping forward? This is the lion patience. This patience here on the left and 40